Hello, everyone,
Hello.
and welcome to our podcast.
Podcast.
We're from Group 7, and my name is Elvaretta Alexandra, and I'm here with my friends.
My name is Izzafi.
My name is Fariz.
And in this episode of our podcast, we are delving into
Delve into what?
Delve into what?
Delve into what?
We are diving into the world of ARP spoofing attacks.
Especially about the case of
Albert Gonzalez.
Albert Gonzalez.
Albert Gonzalez.
A very brief introduction to this Albert Gonzalez.
Before
Wait.
we jump to the material, first I wanna ask about how was your day and yeah.
you first.
So I ate 2 packs of Indomie rendang today, and an egg. Yours, guy. How about you?
Are you still hungry?
Yeah, very hungry. Yeah.
Me, I ate what I ate.
What you ate?
You ate.
I don't even know what I ate for lunch today. I swear I forgot.
Memory issues.
Before
Iki.
Iki.
before we do this podcast, I just ate a Hisana fried chicken. You
Whoa.
have to eat it. I
Sponsor us.
don't sponsor us.
Why?
Don't know.
Oh, I remember. I also ate a fried chicken, but with sambal. Indonesian fried chicken.
So
Let's-
noodles and chicken.
That's what we eat today.
Healthy.
That's
Healthy.
what
College student.
College
Yeah.
student eat in a day.
Okay, let's get to the topic. So about Albert Gonzalez, a very brief introduction of him. He is a notorious cyber criminal involved in one of the largest credit card thefts in history, and by doing that, he uses techniques like SQL injection and also ARP spoofing to breach corporate networks and steal sensitive data.
Wait, I also want to talk a little bit more about Albert Gonzalez.
Go ahead.
So about his early life and education. So Gonzalez bought his first computer at 12, which is also really young. And he also, this is the most menghebohkan, which is when he was 14, he managed to hack into NASA.
14?
Like 14 years old, hacked into NASA.
He's in middle school, right?
Yeah, 14.
At 14, I was still playing PlayStation.
I played Roblox probably.
I read manga.
But he hacked NASA. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
And his fraud is probably the biggest fraud in history, which is reselling more than 170 million credit card and ATM number from 2005 to 2007. So basically 2 years, and he sold more than 170 million credit card numbers. And he also had 3 federal indictments, which is the first one in May 2008 in New York for the Dave and Buster's case. The second one is in May 2008 in Massachusetts for the TJ Maxx case. And then the last indictment was in August 2009 in New Jersey in connection with the Heartland Payment case.
And when he did all of this, we were still like babies.
Albert Gonzalez, if you watch this, please don't hate us.
Who hate us? We're like the age of our dads.
Oh yeah, but he was actually sentenced to 20 years in federal prison on 2010, but I heard that he was released, right?
Yeah, he's free now.
Please
So,
don't hate
hello.
us. We're just doing this
Hello,
for
Uncle
assignment.
Gonzalez.
We're
Don't
just
hate
doing
us,
this for
please.
assignment, please.
Okay,
Okay.
so we can now, yeah.
So, what should we talk about now?
Let me talk about what is ERP first. So ERP, or Address Resolution Protocol, is an important protocol in computer networks that function to translate logical IP or Internet Protocol address into a physical MAC or Media Access Control address. IP address are used to identify device on the internet network, while MAC address are used to identify device on the local network. And there are some functions of ERP, for example, like linking IP address and MAC address, It allows the device on a network to communicate with each other by translating logical IP address to a physical MAC address. And the second one is maintaining the ERP cache. The ERP cache helps speed up the communication with frequently interacting device by storing recently learned IP address and MAC address mappings. And it also helps in network troubleshooting. It can be used to identify a problem device that are not responding or have an incorrect MAC address. And do you guys know there are two types of attack in ERP? And the first one is ERP spoofing. If you guys know that we talk about in this podcast, so the ERP spoofing is a malicious actor sends a fake ERP packets to device on the network. These packets falsely associate the attacker MAC address with the IP address of a legitimate device, such as router or gateway. And the second one is ERP poisoning. These attacks build upon ERP spoofing but takes it a step further. After successfully spoofing their MAC address with a legitimate IP, the attacker actively modifies the ERP tables of other devices on the network. Can you guys explain more about?
Okay, I will explain ARP in a more simpler way. So imagine you are playing in a big park with your friends, and everyone has a name tag or IP address, so you know who they are. But when you want to find someone specific, you can also look for their special bracelet or their MAC address because it was easier to spot. So you can spot the MAC address easier rather than the IP address. So ARP is basically like a helper in the park who remembers who has which bracelet based on their name tag. So that will help you find your friends quickly. Oh, I forgot. I actually gonna explain about the spoofing in a simpler way. So sometime, however, a mischievous kid or an attacker will try to trick others. So they will pretend to be someone they are not by wearing a fake bracelet. So they are basically trying to use other IP addresses MAC address. So this will confuse everyone, and they might accidentally give them something that they are not meant to see.
And do you guys know and can explain about the security breaches?
Yeah, I can. So as I said before, Gonzalez uses sophisticated techniques like SQL injection and also ARP spoofing to breach corporate networks and steal sensitive data, right? So for detailed explanation of the attacks, such as company TJX companies, Dave & Buster's, and Heartland Payment Systems, resulting in significant financial losses and reputational damage. How about we identify the vulnerabilities as to how Gonzalez actually hacked these companies?
Maybe because those companies have some vulnerabilities. Let's say for the real life examples of the TJ Maxx company, maybe they have an outdated software, weak access controls, and a lack of encryption protocols. And then, for instance, in the TJ Maxx companies, that vulnerabilities can make it easy for hacker like Albert Gonzalez to hack their company.
So the next one we're gonna talk about is what is the solution?
But first, can I talk about the ARP vulnerabilities in itself?
Okay.
So ARP, for the goals, it's speedy, it's functional, it's also the autonomy. Those are the goals for ARP. But in the first place, the protocol wasn't made with security in mind. So it's very easy to spoof and be tweaked. And hackers need just a few tools to make this work. First off is connection. Second one is coding skills, of course. Third one is outside tools like ARP proof to send out falsified or otherwise inauthentic ARP responses. And also they need patience because some hackers breeze into some systems quickly, but others must send dozens or even hundreds of requests before they fool the land.
Okay.
So combining those vulnerabilities with the company vulnerability itself may result in hackers can hack the company, right?
Yeah. So what should they do, or the solutions?
maybe I have an idea. The company can approach proactive measures. Organization can prevent similar attacks, such as implementing a strong access control and conducting regular security audits. And they can emphasize on the importance of encryption for sensitive data and fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness among employees. And they can also real life example of the successful profession strategies such as target corporation implementation of chip and pin technology to enhance the card security following a data breach in 2013. And from you guys personal opinion, can you guys give me an example of how to prevent all of this be happening?
So maybe I can give you some real life examples of successful prevention of strategies such as target corporations. So target corporations implement a chip and pin technology to enhance card security following a data breach of 2013. So Target also had a data breach in 2013, but they also made some prevention strategies, which is the chip and pin technology, and that was proven to enhance the card security itself.
Okay. And for Alpha, is there you want to add or?
I guess there's like for the ARP poisoning attack prevention, there are two techniques. First off is passive, is to monitor ARP traffic and also look for mapping inconsistencies. And there's also active, which is inject falsified ARP packets into the network. A spoofing attack like this helps you identify weak points in your system, remediate them quickly, and you could also stop the attack in progress. But also for us individually, because we're not big companies, we can also use a VPN. You guys use VPNs?
Yes.
Yeah. They also protect you guys from these hackers.
Okay. I think that's the material. Let's jump to the conclusion.
We haven't even talked about Oliver Gonzalez.
Oh, we haven't talked about him?
Yeah, we haven't talked about him.
My fault. Sorry, Albert.
His hacking career is really, really, whoa. Izzafi, do you want to talk about him?
Maybe you could.
Okay. Okay, so for Oliver Gonzalez, he had a crew named Shadow Crew. While currently he was accused of being the mastermind of a group of hackers called Shadow Crew Group, which trafficked 1.5 stolen credit cards and ATM card numbers.
Wow.
Although considered the mastermind, he was also under the side name called Combo Johnny. He was not indicted. According to the indictment, there were 4,000 people who registered in the shadowcrew.com website. Once registered, they could buy stolen account numbers or counterfeit documents at auction, or read tutorials on how to describe the use of cryptography and magnetic scripts on credit cards, debit cards, and ATM cards so that the numbers could be used. In addition to the card numbers, numerous other objects to identify theft were also sold at the auction, including counterfeit passports, driver's license, social security cards, credit cards, debit cards, birth certificates, college
Basically
student
everything.
and also health insurance. Man.
Just imagine if you buying the data, but it just shows your data, like you're buying your own data.
I know. So the Secret Service dubbed the investigation Operation Firewall and believed up to $4.3 million were stolen. As Shadow Crew shared this information with other groups called Carter Planet and Dark Profits. Please don't attack this. I'm sorry. The investigation involved units from the United States, Bulgaria, Belarus, Canada, Poland, Sweden, Netherlands, and Ukraine. Gonzalez was initially charged with possession of 15 fake credit and debit cards in Newark, New Jersey, although he avoided jail time by providing evidence to the United States Secret Service against his cohorts. 19 Shadow Crew members were indicated, and Gonzalez then returned to Miami. Izzafi, do you want to talk about the TJX company's attack?
TJX
Yeah.
company.
So on the TJX is TJ Maxx.
Yeah,
We
TJ Maxx,
actually talked
or-
about that before.
Yeah.
So
okay, well,
while he was cooperating with authorities, he was said to have masterminded the hacking of this TJ Maxx company, in which 55.6 million credit and debit cards numbers were stolen over an 18-month period ending in 2007. This topped the previous breach of 40 million records by Card System Solutions, and Gonzalez and 10 others also sought targets while were driving and seeking vulnerabilities in wireless networking along US Route 1 in Miami. And also we can just talk about his arrest, okay?
yeah.
Okay.
So after all the hacking he's done, so he was arrested on May 2008 on charges stemming from hacking into the Dave and Buster's, the first case, and then the second one in the Shadow Crew case, the third one in the TJ Maxx company case. So he was arrested He was arrested in room 1508 in National Hotel on Miami Beach, Florida, and in various related raids, authorities seized about 1.6 million in cash. So he had a cash amounting 1.6 million in his hotel room, buried in plastic bags in a 3-foot drum in his backyards. Also, police have his laptops and a compact pistols.
So actually, in 2008, that was not the end of his story.
There's still more?
There's still more.
What?
In August of 2009, Gonzalez was indicted in New York, New Jersey on charges dealing with hacking into the Heartland payment systems, Citibank branded 7-Eleven ATMs, and Hanford Brothers computer systems. Heartland bore the brunt of the attack, in which 130 million numbers were stolen. Hannaford had 4.6 million numbers stolen, and 2 other retailers were not disclosed in the indictment. However, Gonzalez's attorney told Stanford Bank Talk that 2 other retailers were J.C. Penney and Target Corporation. Heartland reported that they had lost 12.6 million in the attack, including legal fees. Gonzalez allegedly called the scheme Operation to Get Rich or Die Trying. Woo! According to the indictment, the attacks by Gonzalez and 2 identified hackers in or near Russia, along with an unidentified corporator, PT from Miami, began on December 26, 2007 at Heartland Payment Systems, August 2004 against 7-Eleven, and November 2007 against Hannaford Brothers and 2 other unidentified companies. And they covered their attacks over the internet using one messaging screen name, storing data related to the attack's multiple hacking platforms, disabling programs that logged inbound and outbound traffic over the hacking platforms, and disguising through the use of proxies. The internet protocol addresses from which their attacks originated. The indictment said that the hackers tested the program against 20 antivirus programs. And after the encryption, Heartland issued a statement saying that it does not know how many card numbers were stolen from the company, nor how the U.S. government reached 130 million numbers. Damn.
Okay. I think that's all.
Do you have a conclusion?
Oh,
And maybe we can state the conclusion.
Yeah.
maybe I just say the
Yeah.
conclusion.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, the conclusion from the story of Albert Gonzalez serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact cybercrime can have on individuals, business, and society as a whole. Gonzalez used sophisticated techniques, including ERP spoofing, SQL injection, and other methods, resulted in one of the largest credit card thefts in history, affecting millions of people and costing companies billions of dollars. Through the examination of Gonzalez attacks on companies like TGX companies, Dave and Buster's, and Heartland Payment Systems, we've gained valuable insight into the vulnerabilities present in corporate systems, outdated software, weak access control, and lack of encryption protocol were just some of the factors that allowed Gonzalez to exploit this system. And the relevance of land security concept cannot be understood in the context of Gonzalez crimes. Robust security measures, including regular software updates, intrusion detection system, and employee training, are crucial for protecting network infrastructure from violent attacks. By learning from past cyber crimes and implementing effective prevention strategies, we can strengthen our cybersecurity practice and protect against future threats. Thanks for. Just cut it.
Okay, so tap. So moving forward, it's essential for organizations to implement proactive measures to prevent cyber attacks. Strong access control, encryption for sensitive data, and culture of cybersecurity awareness among employees are key to mitigating the risk posed by cyber criminals.
And by learning from past cybercrimes and implementing effective prevention strategies, we can strengthen our cybersecurity practices and protect against future threats. And this is basically the ending. Thank you guys for tuning in this episode. And be sure to join us on the next podcast if
there is
possible.
Okay.
yeah.
And let's end this by a song.
Oh, so we should have a
Sending off. This is us, Group 7. Sending off.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.